Tonight, a man finally finds the courage to explain what he usually can't. Why he's so deeply in love with the woman beside him. He goes back to the small moments that changed everything, the hard days that revealed what love really is, and the quiet ways she makes him feel safe, seen, and understood. As his words grow more honest, the speech becomes more than romance. It becomes a window into commitment, trust, and the kind of connection people search for their whole lives. Chapter 1. The moment I knew it was real. I used to think love was supposed to feel loud, like fireworks, like a big, dramatic moment you could point to and say, "That's it. That's when it happened." But with you, it didn't arrive like that. With you, love showed up quietly. It showed up in normal minutes that didn't look important at the time. A quick smile in the middle of a rough day. The way you listened when I was talking, not just waiting for your turn, but really hearing me. The way you made space for me to be myself, even when I didn't have the right words. And then one day I realized something simple. I was looking for you in every room, even when I knew you weren't there yet. I was saving stories to tell you. I was imagining your reaction before anyone else's. I was thinking, I can't wait for her to know this, about the smallest things. That's when it hit me. This wasn't a crush. This wasn't a passing phase. This wasn't me being excited about an idea of you. This was me falling in love with the real you. The you who exists on the easy days and the complicated ones. The you who doesn't perform. The you who doesn't pretend. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. Because loving you started to feel less like a choice I had to make, and more like the truth I had finally admitted. Chapter 2. The little things you do that became everything. I need you to understand something. I don't just love you for the big moments. I love you for the small ones, because they're the ones that build a life. I love the way you show kindness without needing credit for it. The way you treat people with respect, even when you're tired, even when nobody is watching. The way you can walk into a room and somehow make it feel calmer, like the air itself gets softer. I love your laugh because it doesn't sound practiced. It sounds real. It sounds like you're not trying to impress anyone. You're just letting joy happen, and when it happens, it pulls me in. I love the way you pay attention. You remember things I forget I said. You notice when I'm quiet for too long. You notice when I'm carrying something heavy even if I'm still smiling. And maybe the most dangerous thing you do, the thing that really got me, is how you make ordinary feel special without forcing it. A simple walk turns into a memory. A random dinner turns into a moment I don't want to end. Sitting in silence doesn't feel awkward with you. It feels safe. Being with you has taught me that romance isn't only candles and big speeches. Romance is showing up. Romance is effort. Romance is choosing each other again and again in 100 small ways until it becomes a home. You do that. You build home around you. And somehow, without even trying, you became mine. Chapter 3. Why I trust you with the parts of me I hide. I've never been perfect at opening up. I've had seasons where I thought being strong meant being silent. Where I thought I had to handle everything on my own so nobody could say I was too much or not enough. But you did something I didn't expect. You didn't demand my feelings. You didn't push past my boundaries. You didn't treat my quiet like a problem to fix. You stayed. You gave me patience when I didn't deserve it. You gave me honesty that didn't cut me down. You gave me space to speak, and when I finally did, you didn't use my truths against me. That changed me, because when a man feels safe, he becomes more himself. And you've made me feel safe in a way I didn't know I needed. I can tell you when I'm scared. I can tell you when I'm unsure. I can tell you when my confidence is running low, and I'm trying to act like it's not. And you don't look at me like I'm weak. You look at me like I'm human. That's one of the reasons I'm so deeply in love with you. You don't love the version of me that performs. You love the version of me that's real. And being loved like that makes me want to be better, not out of pressure, but out of gratitude. I trust you not just with my good days, but with my messy ones. And I don't say that lightly. Chapter 4. How you changed my life without trying to control it. You didn't come into my life to take over. You came into my life and added to it. You didn't shrink me. You didn't compete with me. You didn't make love feel like a test I had to keep passing. You made it feel like a partnership. Because of you, I think differently about the future. I don't just plan around my own comfort anymore. I plan with you in mind, not because you asked me to, but because you matter to me that much. You've made me more present, more honest, more careful with my words. You've made me understand that love is not just what you feel. It's what you do. It's how you speak when you're frustrated. It's how you apologize when you're wrong. It's how you repair, not how you win. And I've watched you live that out. You don't run from hard conversations. You don't pretend problems disappear. You face things with courage, but also with grace. You can be strong and gentle in the same moment, and that combination is rare. Sometimes I catch myself watching you when you don't know I'm looking, just doing normal things, reading, cooking, talking, thinking, and I feel this deep, steady thought. I want to build a life with her. Not a perfect life, a real one. A life where we handle the hard parts together and celebrate the good parts like they're gifts. Because loving you doesn't feel like a roller coaster. It feels like coming home. Chapter 5. What I love about you, specifically you. I love you for your heart, yes. But I also love you for the details that make you who you are. I love the way your face changes when you're trying not to smile, and then you lose the battle and smile anyway. I love the way your voice sounds when you say my name, because it reminds me that I belong somewhere. I love your habits, even the silly ones. The way you focus when you care. The way you go quiet when you're thinking. The way you try to act like something didn't hurt you, even though I can see it did. And I love that you let me be the one who notices. I love that you let me be close. I love your dreams. Not because I want to own them, but because I want to support them. I want to be the person who stands beside you and says, go for it, and if you get tired, I'm right here. I love your flaws too, not because they're flaws, but because they're part of your story. And your story matters to me. Every chapter, even the ones that were painful, especially the ones that made you stronger. I love your strength, but I also love your softness. I love that you can be independent, but still choose closeness. I love that you can handle life, but still let me protect you sometimes, not because you need rescuing, but because love should be mutual. I'm deeply in love with you, because you're not just beautiful. You're real. You're steady. You're worth it. Chapter 6. The promise I want to live, not just say. So here's the truth I've been building toward. I'm not in love with you only when it's easy. I'm in love with you in a way that shows up on the days when we're tired, when the schedule is packed, when stress is loud, when life doesn't care about romance. I want to be the man who chooses you with actions. I want to keep learning you, keep dating you, keep protecting what we have. I want to be someone you can depend on, not just someone who says the right words. I promise to be honest, even when it's uncomfortable. I promise to listen, not to defend myself, but to understand you. I promise to fight for us, not with you. I promise to notice you, to keep you safe, to keep your heart in mind when I make decisions. And I promise something else too. I won't take your love for granted. Because I know how rare this is. I know how rare you are. You are the person I want to come home to. The person I want to celebrate with. The person I want to hold when life is heavy. The person I want beside me when the world is loud. That's why I'm so deeply in love with you. Not because you made my life perfect, but because you made my life true. If this speech touched your heart, help this channel grow. Subscribe, turn on notifications, give this video a like, comment what line meant the most to you, and share it with someone who believes in real love.